Hi Virgo, I hope that you guys are doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. How are you guys doing? Excuse me. I hope you guys are doing well. For some of us, we could be figuring out the way that we want to go about saying something, communicating something with someone. For others, we could be figuring out which direction we want to be going into in regard to some sort of transition that we're making here. It's like trying to maybe prioritize. I'm hearing the moves that you're making. I'm hearing Scorpio. Like maybe this has to do with some sort of transition or transformation or a new chapter. Maybe getting to the bottom of something here. For some of us, we could be communicating with a Leo. You could be moving towards a Leo. For others, it could be just actually finding the courage to follow through with something, a direction that you want to be moving into. Like maybe you feel like you're moving into a place where you're gaining the courage to do something, to go in a particular direction, to make some sort of move that you may in the past have felt hesitant to make a decision about. I'm getting something like that. I'm seeing us almost mustering up the strength to do something here. And I'm seeing us also, I'm looking at Temperance popping out, which is about us being patient, us riding the wave, I'm hearing. I'm being very attracted to a teal type of color here. And I'm seeing that we're trying to figure out where our hearts are calling us and what we want to do with that information that we're gaining. For some of us, we could be working something out with a family member. For others, this can be about figuring out what is going to feel sustainable emotionally to you, Virgo. So I'm looking at Leo and I'm looking at Sagittarius popping out. I'm seeing somebody coming through to communicate with you. This may be while you are... I'm hearing conceiving an idea. It's almost like in the conception stage of something here. Like you may have, I'm hearing slow motion. You may have been taking a break from something, or you felt like you needed time for something, or you were waiting on some sort of answer to come through for you. And I'm seeing somebody come through and give you some type of news, information, clarity that you need. You may be transitioning into a place where you're setting more, I'm hearing learning about and setting boundaries, okay? Also, somebody may be coming through and communicating with you and you may feel a bit defensive towards this person, okay? Like maybe you don't feel receptive to whatever this is, whether this is a movement that... that's happening, a transition that's happening, or if this is about some form of communication. But I'm seeing that the reason that we want to either set boundaries with somebody, or we may feel less open or less receptive to somebody coming through, I'm seeing that this is because we are trying to maintain a sense of balance here for ourselves, okay? Something that is taking a lot of work for us to do. I'm getting that this mainly has to do with stability, okay? I'm hearing personal stability. For some of us, this could even be about, I'm hearing accruing funds, accruing money. I'm also seeing, for some of us, there may be something that we're addressing as far as addictions. This does not have to be drug related. This can be a habit that you feel has gotten out of control, or something that you want to rein in, something that you're looking to balance here, okay? And I'm seeing us doing the work. I'm looking at Temperance, and I'm looking at the Devil below, which Temperance can speak about searching for moderation and really really practicing and exercising moderation when it comes to things that are out of balance, things that are in relation to the physical body, the 3D, stuff like that. This can be about codependency as well. I'm seeing something that we're healing from here. I'm hearing the word transfixed. Yeah, it's almost like you may have been going through something and been like, I'm never going to reach this goal or this sense of stability that I'm looking to reach unless I manage something here. And I'm seeing us really putting in the work to heal from something that has been out of balance. This can be a habit, a behavior, something we've been participating in that that doesn't feel helpful to you. It doesn't feel beneficial. It doesn't feel healthy to you. And I'm seeing us almost calling judgment on a situation here. Somebody could even be coming through and helping you with balancing something out, or they have some sort of information that's helping you move into a place where you're trying to get to. I'm seeing us feeling very confident with something here. Yeah, it's almost like we're transitioning into a place now where we are readily setting boundaries for ourselves, developing boundaries. I'm almost seeing like a person's foot on one plot of land and then on another. Like maybe we're trying to figure out like which side we want to choose with something here. And I'm seeing something going on where you may be setting boundaries with someone. I'm looking at a fire sign, does not have to be. I'm looking at Leo, and I'm looking at Sagittarius. I'm also looking at Taurus. I'm hearing cusp very strongly. I'm also looking at Capricorn. I'm looking at Pluto, and I'm looking at Aquarius here. I'm almost getting this, like, Spirit is leading you. I'm hearing consumption as well. Like, maybe we have something going on with, like, dieting. I'm hearing dietitian, exercise, something like that. I'm also hearing morale. Yeah, I'm almost seeing somebody within their home and they're like changing something up with their schedule or like personal agendas. I'm hearing that they have something along those lines, okay? Something you want to switch up. It's like you may have been really focused on something where you felt like you needed to instill a sense of balance, gain a sense of balance with something that you were doing. I'm seeing Spirit helping you out with something, and it's all centered around your stability here, okay? Maybe reaching a goal. This can be a financial goal as well. Like you could have been I'm hearing sublimating. This came through in one of the other readings. Sublimating is when you have a habit that may not be socially acceptable, and so you kind of switch that out, channel that energy into something that is more socially acceptable, okay? So it could be something that we were doing, participating in. Could even have to do with work. Like you may have been overworking yourself because you were so focused on money, job, career, stability, something like that, where you may have been neglecting other things, okay? And it's like, I'm seeing us kind of being in a state of pondering here about like what's going to make you happy. Where do you feel like when you ground your energy, when you drop the ego space, you are being called? Like what does your core lead you towards when you're listening to that voice? And I'm seeing that we are transitioning into a space where There's going to be a sense of happiness and harmony, maybe differently than we'd ever experienced before. Like maybe you're achieving some sort of emotional happiness. I'm seeing healing that we're doing in relation to dynamics that we've had in the past. Again, this can be with family, this can be with a spouse, this can be with somebody you have a family with. This can be talking about your childhood as well. I'm seeing something being healed. We may be going to therapy, or we may be working through something, processing something. This can have to do with childhood traumas, things that we feel like we need to address, things along those lines, okay? Maybe we're also, I'm almost getting this, like we're going into the psyche space with something here, Virgo. I'm seeing that we're kind of uncovering here what led us to feeling a sense of inner conflict in relation to past experiences that we've had. And I'm hearing within, in uncovering these things, I'm seeing us addressing them, and I'm seeing us healing here, and I'm seeing a shift as well that we're going through in regard to our emotional well-being, emotional health, emotional stability, our happiness in general, our pursuit of happiness here. So for zodiacs, I'm hearing Scorpio so strongly. I'm looking at Leo, I'm looking at Sagittarius, I'm looking at Capricorn, I'm looking at Taurus, I'm looking at Pluto, and I'm looking at Aquarius here. I'm hearing habits. Like, again, maybe this is addressing something with habits that you have, something you want to be changing up. I'm hearing New Year's resolution, like maybe you've made some sort of resolution to be addressing something. Something that you're going to feel better for, like as you continue to address, alter, whatever this is, okay? Why is this little Five of Swords here? Okay, Virgo, for some of us, I guess we're continuing with the Mercury and Venus retrograde type of stuff. Venus is about to be stationed direct, so all of these interpersonal things we've been going through are going to be coming to a close, just to let you know. Like any loose ends that you feel you need to tie. I'm seeing somebody that we had some sort of partnership. This could be a best friend. This can also be a sibling for some, I'm getting. This can be a parental figure. It's like somebody that you have a very close bond with, somebody that you feel like you understand, this person gets you. I'm seeing somebody that we had been dealing with, that we feel close with, that we may be closing our energy off to because of certain traits. Like maybe you feel like this person always lets you down, or they don't show up for you when you hope that they will, or when you need support. This is somebody that seems very concerned with themselves, and I'm seeing us almost break away from this relationship because, again, you don't feel supported by it, you don't feel empowered by this, and I'm getting that mainly this is about not feeling supported in whatever dynamic this is that you have with this person. Like, this is somebody that maybe you would always show up for them no matter what time within the day or night that they call, and then like when you need the favor returned, I'm hearing this is somebody that doesn't show up for you, okay? This is somebody, again, very concerned with themselves here. And I'm seeing us understand that even though we have a very close bond, a very close relationship with this person, I'm seeing us recognize that it's time to move away from this. And I don't know if this is just giving yourself room to breathe and taking a break for this, or this is going to be something long term. Nonetheless, I'm seeing that we're making a decision to move on from this, at least for the time being, I'm hearing. Yeah. I'm seeing us letting go of this person here. Remember, energies can always be reversed. This can always be an aspect, a relationship that you have with you and yourself here, you know? I'm seeing us letting go of something here, maybe letting go of this individual, okay? And maybe we're recognizing too that we've been holding on to something that's actually been hindering us, some sort of relationship. This can also be a habit. It's always something that we don't feel empowered by. And I'm seeing this person come through and be like, hey, you want to hang out? You want to meet up? I'm hearing you want to go to dinner, okay? Like, this is somebody trying to hang out with you. And I'm seeing that you are going to be releasing this dynamic, maybe even communicating that with this person. And I'm seeing you not taking this offer. This can be somebody that even... like could have been a potential love interest or something like that, and you're recognizing certain behavioral traits that make you feel uncomfortable, I'm hearing. And I'm seeing you not taking this offer to join this person, okay? Yeah. What comes to fruition is you moving away from this. I'm seeing us have success with letting this person go. This person, this behavior. Even though I'm seeing them come through and make an offer to you, this is something that is future related. I'm looking at the High Priestess. Okay, I'm looking at Cancer and I'm looking at Gemini. I'm seeing this person come through and make an offer to you to see if it's almost like, okay, for some of us, you could have been dealing with somebody that was in a narcissistic type of energy, or you could have realized that somebody was being dishonest with you, or you just were recognizing that somebody was like really concerned with their own stuff, and they were not able to hold space for you, for another person, okay? Because this is not personal. Whenever we deal with somebody that is not yet in alignment with their conscious energy, it's always about them and their storyline, and it's not about you. It is not personal. It's about what they need to process through, I'm hearing, okay, to enter into a space where they're able to like collaborate well with others, get along with others. I'm hearing play nicely, okay? And I'm seeing it's almost like you were in this dynamic with this person, like in whatever way that manifested for you. I'm seeing you move away from it, but I'm seeing them almost come through and return. Like this person, I'm hearing showing up for some, like maybe if this was somebody that used to come over your house, like this is somebody that potentially could be like driving over to your house. Interesting. Okay. I'm channeling, so I'm just telling you what's coming through here. For some of us, they could be like wanting to travel towards you or offering to travel towards you. I'm seeing them, whatever it is that this person is doing. Again, this is somebody from the past that you had a dynamic with that you felt was not in a place to be holding space for anybody apart from themselves. And I don't even know if they were showing up to hold space for themselves, because they don't seem like they're in a conscious energy. So I'm seeing that this person that we had this past dynamic with, I'm looking at them coming through and trying to offer something to you. Like, also for some, I'm getting this could have been somebody that you were friends with, that you had feelings for, and it didn't turn into anything like of a romantic or sexual nature, okay? And maybe that's what they're coming back to offer you, like ask if you want to be in some sort of dynamic with them, like a romantic dynamic, okay? I'm seeing you starting something new away from this person. Like, you may be spending time, with friends. Doing something on your own here. working on grounding your energy. You may be meeting up with people as well. I'm seeing your guides here helping you with something in relation to reflective work that you want to be doing. I'm looking at your card popping out here, Virgo. I'm hearing learning, restraint. I'm seeing us looking within and recognizing ourselves within our energy, within our full energy, within our divine energy here, and recognizing like what we have feelings for, what we feel motivated by. And I'm also seeing us gaining a sense of composure as well. It's like feeling very proud of yourself for the way that you're responding to certain situations, okay? Yeah. I'm almost seeing it like, regardless of what feelings are being elicited, okay? I'm seeing us be in a place where we are really being conscious and mindful, I'm hearing, of the ways that we're responding to situations where if we were not practicing restraint, we may just go off on a person or like have some sort of blow up, okay, or argument with someone. I'm seeing us be really mindful of the way that we're communicating with someone, and I'm seeing us be in a place where it's almost like I'll hear you out, but I'm still not letting you cross my boundaries, okay? I'm getting something like that, something along those lines, because you feel empowered. And maybe within the time that you've had to yourself and away from others, you've regained a sense of self here in a way where you're really recognizing your energy and recognizing too that you're not going to be part of things that don't feel empowering to you. And I'm seeing us be very good here with the ways that we want to be setting boundaries and feeling very grounded in doing this. This isn't arbitrarily setting boundaries because you want to like get back at somebody or you feel like they're setting boundaries, so I have to. No, this is about you like really having reasons for the things that you're doing here, being very grounded emotionally in a very enlightened type of way. And you also being like, no, I'm worth being treated with respect here, and I'm not going to allow somebody to treat me in a way where I don't feel respected, where I don't feel supported. It's all about advocating for yourself here, okay? While remaining in touch with yourself and what you truly want. This is like the reason for you doing this is for you here, Virgo. And I'm seeing that for some of us, we may be calling an ending to this relationship, okay? Or like not allowing somebody to return. In this spread, I'm looking at Venus and I'm looking at you here, Virgo. All right, my friends, we are going to end it there. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.